Professor Ryba, and I am your professor for elementary statistics this semester. And I wanted to just create an introduction video to kind of give you the layout of our class, how you're going to find everything, what you have to do. So let's get started. When you go into our class, this is what you are going to see. We are using Blackboard Ultra. Not all classes have shifted over there just yet. The shift happens in fall of 26. So if you're watching it after that, all your classes should look the same. So when you open the class, you, like I said, are going to go to the main content page here, and this is where you're going to start. So right here in the Syllabus and Orientation tab. In each of these is going to be information about the class. So the Getting Started folder here is where you found this introduction video of me navigating the course. It has our syllabus, a course map, and then just a basic description of why you should take statistics. This guy right here is how you're going to get connected to Pearson. Every single one of you through the course pays a course fee and automatically gets your access code for your book. I go through that process in another video, so I'm not going to cover that now, but there are directions of how you are going to get connected. Third folder here is just some extra resources of how to be successful. So how you can view rubrics that we use before and after grading, how to view feedback on your assignments and tests. There's tutoring information, and then a StatCrunch guide that just gives you extra helpful steps of how to use StatCrunch, which is the online statistics software that we're going to use. Please also note here, it says any assignment submitted that you do not receive 100% will have feedback provided. Feedback can be viewed differently depending on the assignment, and there's 3 types of assignments. And the other thing to know is that some of these assignments, I do, when I give you the feedback, want you to go back and fix them. So I will specify that a little further along as the course goes on. This here is Pearson HomeLink and Desmos Calculator. The next main folder here is Help and Support, and this just has a whole bunch of resources for you if you need additional support for anything related to the course. So that could be Pearson support, GSU support, Help Desk Library, Google support, Desmos support, Khan Academy, StatCrunch, Pearson, any of the support that they have available to you. The rest of the class is going to look all very similar. So you will have modules for each of the weeks, and each module is going to tell you what the topic is, and the module level objectives are listed first numerically, ending with the course level objective here. So it says the CLO stands for the course level objective. That's the one that's listed on your syllabus. So the main purpose of this section is to describe data, collection processes, observational studies, experiments, so on and so forth. And then at the very end of the description here is going to be what is due for that module, as well as the dates that they are due. So you can see everything is listed here. Each module, when you drop them open, is going to look identical. It will start with what the chapter is, the topics you're going to cover, and the learning objectives. This is just a picture. And this folder here has all of the YouTube videos for your lectures for the class. I prefer to record my lectures like you were sitting in class with me, so you have my explanations of everything, my little helpful tricks and tips along the way. So all of these are here, and actually once you get started in YouTube, it is a grouping of videos, so it will just progress through the whole course sequentially. So after your videos, each module will have additional learning tools such as the PowerPoint. A concept map is something that you are going to create a few of the chapters. Please make sure you view this and follow the exact directions listed on the assignment. Because it has a rubric attached to it, there are specific guidelines and things you must follow. This last one here then is the chapter review, and it's basically just a quick document of all the main definitions, topics, StatCrunch help stuff that we used were covered in that section. I also try to offer additional educational videos. I will always put the Khan Academy help page for statistics on here. Khan Academy has some great additional videos and extra practice, so if you're ever stuck on concepts, feel free to use those. And I also try to find some other YouTube videos of other professors discussing some concepts that sometimes cause confusion, and try to put those in here. Okay, after all of your learning tools are provided, then come the assignments. So most of the time there's 3 assignments for the week. You'll have lecture questions, or you're creating a concept map that is always due on Wednesday. Then you will have your Pearson homework. Every module has a Pearson homework that's always due on Sunday. And then the other assignment you'll have due on Sunday is either part of your signature assignment or a discussion board. So that'll be the third one that's listed here. The only time there is an additional assignment due is when you have an exam. So you'll see here that this first module, I give you an extra week to get in and get started, and hope that you start early. Because like I said, there's times where you're going to have an exam due while you are working on other content. So if you work ahead, you are then giving yourself the opportunity to have extra time to work on those kinds of things. So you'll see every module is going to look the same. So if I open another one here, the objectives, the lectures, the additional learning tools, the videos, and then your 3 assignments after that. If you are coming up on an exam, you will have an exam review as well. So let's talk about now the assignments that are done in Blackboard. So an assignment here done in Blackboard is going to open up the description for you. Once you then do that, you will click View Instructions, and then it's going to open up the actual assignment instructions or questions or whatever it is you're supposed to do. On the side here, it will tell you your due date, how many points it is worth, and then you have some options here. You can literally type all of your answers here, 1, whatever it is, to type all your answers. Your second option is to create a Word document or a PDF. Please do not send me anything in Mac form. I do not have access to that, so it needs to be a document or a PDF in order for me to open that. And then you can attach it here and then submit. You always need to hit submit if you want it to be graded. If you just hit save and close, it is not being submitted to me. So please always click submit once you are done. All right, so let me open another assignment that has a file attached to it. So let's see. Open up this guy. All right, so again, you can also see that because this is a module, all of the information is also on the side here, so you can click through, like if you need to go back to something, or use the previous and next buttons. But sometimes there are assignments I give you with files attached, and the file will just be down at the bottom. You don't always have to use the file. This one is for the whole signature assessment, and what I do is I just copy the part that you're doing for the week. Again, if it's easier to use a Word document, a PDF, you can always do all that and then just attach it onto here. Find wherever it is in your folders. Okay, so next up is the exam. I'm going to open that for you here. I want you to see that each exam has 3 attempts. So what that means is I let you, until the due date has come and gone, take the test 3 times. So you are allowed to take the test. It will auto grade anything that it can. If you want to wait, and will grade the written response stuff, and then you can go back and retake it, or you can just retake it whenever you want. But know that is an option that is built into the course to help you be more successful in passing the course. Exams are every 2 or 3 chapters. So some other things I want to point you to here. There is a calendar, and if we are actually in when things are due here, you'll see a little icon here. It'll be color-coded based on your classes, and it will also have the assignment. It will tell you how many items are due. If you'd rather just look at the due dates and want to go, let's say, for the month, you can again see what is due when, and they will be color-coded based on your course. All right, announcements is a huge, important part of the class because this class is fully online. I will post announcements every Monday of what you are supposed to do for that week if you have not already completed it. So if you're working ahead, great. This is just my quick way to remind you of what is due for the week and any additional tips to completing maybe a new assignment that you have for the first time. So be sure to check this frequently. I will also send it via email to you. All of the discussion boards are available under the content here. So the first discussion board you do is in week 5. So in week 5 here, there's a discussion board. I can click this and it'll take me right to the discussion board. Or you can go straight to your discussions here as well. So you have 6 that are assigned in introduction, chapter 5, 6, 7, 8, and 11. And then this extra one here is just an additional way for you guys to help each other through the course. So if you have a question about anything we're covering, post it in there. I can reply to it. Your classmates can reply to it. If you found an additional resource that you thought was super helpful, put it there. If you want to create a study session, be it before a test or with classmates, you can post anything in here. That is what this forum is for, to share and help each other. So a reminder that this class is fully online. There is no possible way for all of us to meet at a time because you took this class to be available to take on your time and complete in your time. So for that, I cannot do a full class review session, but if you give me some time that, hey, you're free, you want to review, we can always do those sessions. It will just probably be a very small group of people that are actually available during that time. Because remember, we're accommodating multiple different schedules here, and people take this to not have to have a set time that they're coming to a class. Let's see. We also have your gradebook here. So the gradebook will automatically put it in the order of everything that you have. It'll show you what you've opened or not opened. Grades here, results, so you'll be able to then click back on something to open it back up to see why you got the grade you got, and then your overall grade will be posted up here for you. I will not use this messages link here. If you need to send me a message, send it to me via email because I check my phone, email very frequently. I want to make sure that I'm accessible for you. So if you need to get a hold of me, please reach out via email so I get that message promptly and can reply back to you quickly as well. So I think that's most everything you're going to need. If you do need to message me, you can also go right here to the little email me button. Just a few other pieces of information as far as how the course goes. In the syllabus, it is very important that you go through and read this. because it outlines everything that is happening in this class. It has my office hours of when you can find me, but I always make myself available for other times for my online students, so do know that's listed there. All of your learning outcomes, how you're going to learn for the class, all the different assignments. So every single assignment is listed here, as well as why that assignment is being assigned, and how you complete it, and when they are always due. There's additional skills for success, what you're going to need technology-wise. This is our general course outline here, so you can see how we are going to work through the course, how your grade is going to be broken down. It is based on percentages, so it's a weighted grade, so always go based on that final calculated grade that's up top. This is important here. Late work policy. It says late work will not be accepted without documentation. If you email me after you missed an assignment, you must provide me with documentation, a doctor's note, a reason for why you missed the assignment. Okay? Please pay attention to the deadlines. If you know you have something come up, work ahead or email me ahead of time. I know life happens. Just email me and be open with me before something is due. I am much more willing to work with you, okay? How to view grades, all of this kind of stuff here. If you need to drop the course, there's processes to do that, and complete tutoring, and all of the university information. I know the syllabus is long, but please read it because it has a ton of information for the course. And by taking the course with me, you are abiding or agreeing to everything that is in this syllabus. So you just want to make yourself aware for everything that is going to happen with this course. All right, so on that note, I'm going to end this video, and I will then direct you to go here to the Getting into Brightwave in Pearson and watch that video to make sure that you can get connected to your Pearson information. If you need anything during the semester, please do not hesitate to reach out. My email is lryba, my name, RYBA, @govstate.edu.